Someone asked me to make a video ask me if I would make a video of this running the Speed Queen washer through a full cycle, and so that's what I'm doing now. So you can see I've got a load of laundry right there, and so I have it set on the cold water setting, and I've also got it on the knit, I guess hand wash or delicate. A lot of washing machines will call it knit delicate, but hand wash delicate, and that just means that the agitator doesn't, it turns more gently, so it doesn't, kind of overwhelm the clothing. If the clothing, maybe the clothing's doesn't have as good a structural integrity as other clothing has. So anyway, the reason I'm doing that is that I'm washing it's kind of hard to see down in there, but I'm washing the black area right there is a coat, and it says to wash it on the delicate cycle. So the tub has filled and the agitation has started. Now once I raise the lid, the agitation is going to stop, and it looks like I probably need this coat is full of air and it's trying to float, so I probably need to kind of push it down so that the air can escape, maybe eventually, and it won't float, and then that way it can be submerged, entirely submerged, and there we go. That way it's gonna stand a better chance of washing as long as the thing is completely submerged. So I wasn't quite expecting that, but so it's a good thing that I opened the lid. So anyway, I'm going to close the lid and let it agitate some more. Now I've discovered something interesting, probably because I didn't read the manual, because I'm sure the manual would explain what's going on. But anyway, what this is doing, every few minutes it's agitating a little while, and then it stops like it is right now, and it lets things soak a bit, and then it starts back up. So the timer is slowly advancing. If I'm quiet, I can hear it kind of ticking very quietly, but so it's kind of doing a soak type of thing. So it runs for a while, and then it stops for a while, runs for a while, and stops for a while. So it has gone into a spin cycle, and I don't know if that's the normal. I think that's probably a reduced speed spin cycle, I'm assuming. But it's kind of hard to tell because this washing machine is pretty quiet, and it's extraordinarily well balanced. My old washing machine would kind of shake the house a little bit, and this one you can't really tell that it's spinning because it does not vibrate the house at all. It's really quite amazing. Okay, so the spin cycle finished, and then it added some more water. So it's going through, it's going to end up taking it through a couple of rinse cycles because I've turned on the extra rinse switch, put that into the on position. So it should go ahead and give me the extra rinse. Otherwise, if this was in the off position, it would stop right there. So now it's gone into a second spin cycle. As you might be able to see right there where it says spin. That's where the indicator is, and so it's actually beginning to spin right now, and I can hear it kind of pumping the water out a little bit, and so once that spin cycle is complete, then it's going to be basically doing the same thing again when it gets to the extra rinse. Okay, the spin cycle has stopped, and so we'll look inside, and it's dark in there, so you probably can't see, but the water's out, and the coat's wet, but it did spin. I don't think it went into a really heavy spin cycle, but it got enough of the water out, and so we'll let it go through its final rinse. So it's now starting to fill up one last time for the extra rinse, and then once it does that, it'll agitate for a little while, and then it'll go into its final spin. Then I'll be able to determine how clean the coat is, and if it needs to go through another wash cycle. Okay, so the cycle has finished. So let me reach in here and look this coat over a little bit, and I think that's probably, it looks like it's pretty clean. So I think one cycle was obviously enough. So I'm going to put the coat into the dryer on the low heat setting as suggested by the tags sewn into the coat, and see how the thing comes out after it's dry. So that was washing a complete load of laundry, or at least going through a complete cycle. It wasn't a giant load of laundry, but did take it through a cycle. And as I've said in my initial video, I'm very, very pleased with the way this machine functions. It especially the spin cycle really impresses me, because this thing spins at 700 RPM, and yet it does not make the house vibrate at all. And to reiterate, the washer that I had for years, for almost 20 years, or about 20 years, that this one, the Speed Queen replaced, did have a tendency to vibrate the house whenever it would go into the spin cycle, even if it was balanced properly. And so this Speed Queen, they have really figured out how to keep the machine from vibrating the surface that it's sitting on.